All right, I'm going to compare some of the more petite mixes in McJimsy's system using Kiwi's words. However, in McJimsy, it would be the theatrical romantic would be the romantic, or the dramatic romantic, I'm sorry, the dramatic romantic. Romantic being the main type, dramatic describing the type of romantic, the pure romantic, and then the romantic gamine woman. Um, Ingenue would be in here. And the main difference with an ingenue and a soft gamine is that the soft gamines have the angularity in their body, where the ingenues typically do not. For McJimsy, ingenue usually grow into romantic types as they age, even if they're very petite. Like I am 4'11" in a romantic, and I was very ingenue. I maintain an ingenue essence. However, I cannot wear ingenue lines anymore. I have matured into a more womanly look, and it does kind of look a little disconnected. But I was able to wear ingenue looks well into my late 20s. And then even in my early 30s, I was able to kind of pull off some more ingenue type things. So that being said, this fits in here. They have a lot of curve in their body, or if you're looking at the Kitchener essence, there's just the young softness in the face. All right. So what I have here are two examples of romantics, two examples of theatrical romantics, and two examples of soft gamines. Cameron is not officially typed soft gamine, but it is glaringly obvious that she is soft gamine. I know people on Reddit and in the group that I run have argued a little bit that she is soft natural. She is too short, and she does not exhibit width in her torso enough to be a soft natural. She's very petite, and even though soft gamines can look a little wide across, they don't have width. So being a little wider in the chest is not the same thing as width, and I think that's where sometimes we get hung up. All right. So looking at these types, what is the difference? And I'll be honest with you, when I first started doing this, I would look at these women and see them all very small and thin and say, I don't see a difference at all. And it was really a while before I started seeing it. And I had to actually trace people's lines like I do for my typing videos when I type people. Because once I started just doing that on verifieds, I started seeing patterns, and my brain is wired for patterns. So if your brain is wired for patterns, or you just need to see something over and over again, definitely worth exploring. So what I do notice for the romantics is, and a difference is, I need to get my pen up, the hip placement. And what I see is people thinking that women have curve, like these soft gamines, and that they might be more romantic. What happens though is that romantics do definitely have that snowman shape, which means their curves are stacked right on top of each other, stacked on top of each other to make that snowman. And so you have a very high hip because it's stacked. So in a pure romantic, it's a higher and it's rounded hip. Always this shape. And it ends pretty short because they have very short bones. So that circle where the hip kind of looks like it's going to stop is a little short. And then here it comes around and it comes in there. So there's her snowman. And see how it's stacked and her hips are rounded and pop out right at her. It's a very short place. It just kind of juts out. That jutting is really important to the romantic. So even the straight or Drew Barrymore starts here and it's out. There's a jut out right there. See how it kind of juts to that roundness, and it's round. There are no straight lines. Even here, it's not straight. It's just a soft curved line. Even here, look at curvedness. Do you see how it's just, her flesh is laying on there, like the bones, they're not prominent enough. So it's just this soft flesh. That's what it means. Softness is just that. It doesn't have to be this. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be even this. It just needs to be soft with not, like, there's no angularity here like this at all. It's just this softness. And I hope that I'm getting like that across. Like, and then again, the hip is higher and rounder here. It is very round. Same with our theatrical. Let me come down to my other romantic. Same thing. She's kind of leaning here, and if you see here, it would be more, but she's soft. And again, it's a round shape. And very snowman-y. It's always soft and round. It's never angular. Never angular in a romantic. Now, same thing. Same thing. The only angularity you're going to find is in the shoulders and in the jaw, maybe in the nose, maybe in the eyes. That's it. It's from here up. That is the only angularity you are going to see in a theatrical romantic. They're up. Nowhere else. You have angularity somewhere else, you are not a romantic type. You are something that has a little bit of yang in it. Same thing. The snowman is literally the same. It's just longer. Do you see, though, how it's just a soft line, and it's all the way long. It juts out from here, though, up at the top. It's just softened. There's no angularity. There's no bones pushing her out. She's just got her small frame and then this soft flowing flesh on top. Now here it's a little more taut. She has some slight angularity right there in the shoulder. She's elongated and soft. And that's what it is. And narrow. This right here is it. It's like the flamboyant gamines are really narrow and small, right? And then elongated, same for theatrical romantics. That's how it presents, only it's going to be that softened line. Oops. And then let me show you again here. Same with Mila. This higher hip. It's soft. It just is a softer line. So I know a lot of people think that Mila is straight, and that's why I did this. She isn't. She's narrow and long and appears to have a straighter body. She might even be a ruler body, because you can be any body type and be any type, any type at all. So you can be a romantic or theatrical romantic. I can't really see her shoulders, so it's kind of cut off. But as you can see again, it's not angularity down here. It's only soft, just softness. Her flesh is just soft on top of that. And it's lack of that bone structure that juts out. If she had any angularity here, that flesh would pull taut on top of that. It is what would happen. And it would be similar to this. The difference is, now here, does her hip start high? Yes. But look at that straightness you can see there first. You can see this angularity in her. There it is. And then it's going to come back down there. Over here, the same thing. I won't do it because I can't see. It's a little more straight here. See how straight it is? That's not available there. The only softness you're getting in this is the flesh, and then here it's more straight. You can just see I naturally want to do more straighter things. She has this angularity here. It's going to be here, then here. It's a longer hip. Oops, I want to be right on top of it. And the bones are angular. And then on top of that, she has this, well, I don't like that, this soft flesh that then is pushed out a little bit by the bone. So it's a little more taut, but it's still soft because she's very narrow, so it's not pushing it out too much. Like a soft natural will be way more pushed out. And so she has this longer kind of tulip hip with that angular frame you can see underneath. And then this softness on top. Where this is just all softness for Mila, for Drew, for Selena, and this is her, H-E-R. I don't know her real name, but she goes by her. Again, you see angularity, and angularity, and angularity, right? And then again, angularity. You can't really see up there, so I'll leave it alone. Angularity. And then, probably like that. Again, you have the flesh on top of that. Angularity. Almost like a little tiny soft natural. And the difference of that is this bone, these bones are very short, and soft natural is very elongated like that. I can compare soft Gamine to soft natural if you guys want that next. I do have a vocabulary video coming out next. If you like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really boosts the algorithm and helps drive traffic, and I'm really getting started, and I love doing this. And it's fun to do, and I wish more people would see. If you think it's useful, please share. But there you go, and that's the difference there. See how it's a little straighter through here, even though, like, it's rounded. The romantic hip starts a little higher up here and juts out without straightness. Even here, you can see that. Let me do it in the blue. Kind of juts. Hers, it's not as easy to see, but it juts, and it's short here, and it's just going to be a little bit like stretch snowman, but it's just soft, where here is more, it's not as soft. There's more definition to the curve here, and they actually appear curvier. Do you see why they appear curvier as soft Gamines? We always think these women are straighter because it's just this softness, but they're actually curved because they have curved line. And I think we were thinking of traditional curves, like curves. And here you can see that straightness makes her appear more traditionally curvy than Mila or even Selena, who are very curvy. And then even Drew Barrymore, who is an apple-shaped romantic, she's rounded and soft. But if you're thinking of it as, like, curvy as curves, like, Jennifer Lopez or Kim Kardashian, yeah, no. But if you're thinking of curves as not a straight line, that's where it becomes a little bit easier to understand. You have to separate your understanding. This looks a little straight on this side, so I don't want to do that. But you have to separate your understanding of what they mean. So, again, soft and no bone. Just soft. The bone is not prominent. So the flesh kind of is there and just very soft. And again, you have that snowman look. I hope I've clarified why these women are the type that they are too, and not, because I know it's really hard to accept, like, they're so straight, where's that curve? Again, it doesn't mean a va 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 boom curve. It means no harsh lines, no defined lines, just the flesh on my bone structure, which is small, that is soft. That's what they're showing. Again, here, just as soft, if you get up close. Because, yes, she does have boom, 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 you know, of course she has that, but not Drew so much, right? But even if we ignore the bust, let's look just here. See how the line is, oops, just this soft flesh, and not anything pushed out, not anything structured. Oops, just a soft line. We'll come close here. And so it's not so much about the outward shape as it is about the softness and structure of your bones and flesh and how it's laying on your body due to how prominent your bones are. So that being said, that is what the difference here is between the two types. I hope that helps clarify for people. And please comment with questions or other suggestions. I am a teacher whose last day was today, and one of the hardest years I've had in 20 years of teaching. So, and I'm going to a new school next year, a little excited, all new adventures. So this today was earned, and I have plenty of time this summer to work on this, and this is my creative outlet. I am committed to making content. I'm building a website as a landing page for some of my other content and a blog. So really would love the support. Like, share, follow. There's more to come. Like I said, my next video is demystifying some of the vocabulary that comes with the types. And I'm open to suggestions of type comparisons and things like that. So stay tuned, and I will keep you posted on all the fun things. If you need a typing or you're interested in a typing, you can email me. My link tree with my email is in my my bio, and I'm happy to type. I do have a service, but you get a lot for it, and I'll send you a sample report. And that being said, if you're interested, I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I know mine is full of joy right now.